Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the real values of x that satisfy this logarithmic equation. Now, there are several ways of solving this problem. One such way is to remember that when we have a statement such as log to base a of b is equal to c, that we can write this in exponential form as a to the power c is equal to b. That is, we have that b is equal to a raised to the power c. Now, applying this to this equation, we have that x minus 3 times 3x minus 5 squared is equal to x plus 1 to the power 4. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to take square root of both sides of this equation. So here we have the square root of this, and we have the square root of that. Of course, you know that this square is going to take care of this square root. So that on the left-hand side of this equation, we have x minus 3 multiplied by 3x minus 5. And on the right-hand side, remember that this is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So here we have plus or minus x plus 1 squared. Now let us expand this. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times minus 5 is minus 5x. Minus 3 times 3x is minus 9x. And minus 3 times minus 5 is plus 15. Here we have plus or minus x squared plus 2 times x times 1, which is 2x, plus 1 squared, which of course is equal to 1. Now, minus 5x minus 9x is going to give us minus 14x. Of course, we still have 3x squared, and we still have plus 15. This is equal to plus or minus x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now, we have two cases here. The first case is when 3x squared minus 14x plus 15 is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 1. Let us rearrange this equation. Let us move these three terms over to the left-hand side. When we do that, we have 3x squared minus x squared minus 14x minus 2x plus 15 minus 1. And of course, now we have 0 on the right-hand side. 3x squared minus x squared is going to give us 2x squared. Minus 14x minus 2x is going to give us minus 16x. 15 minus 1 is equal to 14, and this is equal to 0. Now, notice that we have a common factor between these three terms, 2. So let us divide through this equation by 2. 2x squared divided by 2 is going to give us x squared. Minus 16x divided by 2 is going to give us minus 8x. And 14 divided by 2, of course, is 7. Now, 0 divided by 2 is 0. So this is the first equation. Now, from here, the second case is when 3x squared minus 14x plus 15 is equal to minus x squared minus 2x minus 1. Once more, let us collect like terms. We have 3x squared plus x squared minus 14x plus 2x plus 15 plus 1. And of course, this is equal to 0. 3x squared plus x squared is going to give us 4x squared minus 14x plus 2x is going to give us minus 12x. And 15 plus 1 is equal to 16. Now this is equal to 0. When you look at these three terms, you're going to see a common factor, which is 4. So let us divide through this equation by 4. 4x squared divided by 4 is going to give us x squared. Minus 12x divided by 4 is minus 3x. And 16 divided by 4 is 4. Now 0 divided by 4, of course, is equal to 0. This is the second equation. Now, to solve this equation, let us use the factorization method. Since the coefficient of x squared is 1, all we need to do is to find the factors of 7 that add up to minus 8. And of course, those are going to be minus 1 and minus 7. Because minus 1 times minus 7 is going to give us plus 7, while minus 1 minus 7 is going to give us minus 8. So we can factorize the left-hand side of this equation as x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 7 is equal to 0. And of course, you know that when the product of two items is 0, that simply means that either x minus 1 is equal to 0, from where x is equal to 1, or x minus 7 is equal to 0, from where x is equal to 7. So we have two values of x, 1 and 7. Now, coming over to this second quadratic equation, I don't think that this equation is going to give us real values of x, but let us check. Using our discriminant, this is equal to b squared minus 4ac. Now, b is minus 3. Minus 3 squared is 9. A is 1 and C is 4. This is 9 minus 4 times 4 is 16. This is minus 7. Of course, you know that when the discriminant of a quadratic equation is negative, it simply means that that quadratic equation has no real roots. And finally, the only two values of x we have are x equal to 7 and x equal to 1. Now, to check our answer, let us substitute x equal to 7 into the left-hand side of the original equation to see what happens. We have log to base 7 plus 1, that is 8, of 7 minus 3 is 4, multiplied by 7 times 3 is 21. 21 minus 5 is 16. And of course, this is squared. Now, we can write this as log to base 8 of 4 to the power 1 multiplied by 4 to the power 2 squared. Of course, you know that 16 is 4 squared. Now, remember that when we multiply two numbers with the same basis, all we have to do is to add their exponents. So this is 4 to the power 1 plus 2, which is 3. Then we have squared. Now, you know that 4 is equal to 8 to the power 2 over 3. The cube root of 8 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So we can write this as log to base 8 of this 4 can now be written as 8 to the power 2 over 3. And then this is cubed. And then this is squared. Now 3 is going to cancel 3. 2 times 2 is 4. So here we have log to base 8 of 8 to the power 4. Now remember that log to base a of a to the power b is equal to b. So that simply means that log to base 8 of 8 to the power 4 is equal to 4. And of course, you can see that 4 is exactly what we have on the right-hand side. So this value of x satisfies the equation. Now, when x is equal to 1, we have log to base 1 plus 1, that is 2, of 1 minus 3 is minus 2 times 3 times 1 is 3, minus 5, minus 2. And of course, this is squared. Now we can write this as log to base 2 of minus 2 times minus 2, of course, is 4. And this is squared. Now we can also write this as log to base 2 of 2 squared. Of course, you know that 4 is 2 squared raised to power 2. This is the same as log to base 2 of, to get rid of these brackets, all we have to do is to multiply these two powers, and 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So this is 2 to the power 4. Once more, you know that log to base 2 of 2 to the power 4 is simply equal to 4, which is exactly what we have on the right hand side. So the second value of x also satisfies the original equation. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a thumbs up to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more videos here.